welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence, and it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm broke. Actually, my name is Sean.
Yeah, would you like to tell people what you've done? I did take a video that I will put on our page.
So they had the vintage and voltage. I forget what it's called, but it's just a.
It's like a toy and record thing.
Yeah, it's the last. So they've had a few of them. It's like a big one.
Yeah.
They have at the stock show, like in one of the buildings over there.
Yeah.
I went today.
Mm-hmm.
Jen did not go with me, but I went.
I did not. I had some stuff I needed to do.
Yeah, so I went and I was, just checking out. Didn't really know what I was gonna be up for. I had some stuff, like mostly action figures I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect there to be a lot of comics. And I'm walking around, and there's a chap there,
Mm-hmm.
older gentleman with his son. He had a sign that said, "I'm retiring. You can buy this whole collection for $2,000."
Yeah.
And I could buy it.
You could?
I was like, here's the thing. I didn't actually look a lot through these boxes, but you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
When you look through some boxes,
He's got.
or you could tell there's a lot of vintage going on in there.
There's
or more
brown.
vintage. There's more vintage. There might be more vintage than not. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Sure.
I might have bought a bunch of lemons. I might have bought a bunch of series of one particular book that's just in there, and this guy was just like, haha, but he seemed like a pretty honest guy, and he was like, I'm selling this stuff because I'm getting out of comics. I'm retired, and my wife and I, we want to travel around in our RV.
Also, probably they don't want to store this stuff anymore.
Yeah, and he's
they're
just like, well, either that or
downsizing.
I'll just put it on eBay or whatever. But this guy again, I think his son helps him or whatever. But I was like, well, I can kind of do this. I kind of want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about it, and then I went ahead and did it.
Well, wasn't it like less than 2,000? Because I thought it was 1,500.
What happened was because as the time I was there, I was only there for maybe like an hour or so.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was higher before I got there, but as the time was going on, people were buying stuff.
Of course.
People were buying like big stacks of stuff. The price ended up going down,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up getting this for like $1,300.
Nice.
Which actually, when you look at the amount, I don't know as far as the value, but the amount.
Yes. This considering we love the dollar boxes, this is a lot. I mean, you got like 15 long boxes of comics.
Jesus Christ. It's so much book. So much. and
I was not there. Now, he was texting me, and he was hoping that I was not going to be like, no, don't do it. But I am the worst kind of enabler. And I'm like, I don't know. You could. It might be a lot of crap, but also you might want to just live deliciously. I don't know.
Yeah.
So again, I did not help in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time,
it was like, if it was like $5,000 or something like that, I would have been like, okay, or even like if it was like above 2,000.
Oh yeah.
Maybe even I might have, even if it was staying at 2,000, I wouldn't have considered. I would have been like, maybe not.
Yeah.
But the price was going down. He was actually slashing the it was.
Yeah,
he was
slashing
making
prices.
Concession there. So I was like, well, not that bad for considering all that's there. And like, it's like, there was so much, like just so much like random stuff.
Yeah.
Like stuff that he had like spread out. It was like 3 tables worth.
Jesus.
So I went ahead and did it. And we're going to,
I'm excited I cannot wait to look through these boxes.
I know, we're going to have to figure this out.
Yeah, we got to look through. We got to see what we're going to keep. What we're going to, I don't know, get rid of on eBay. I have no clue. So.
How we're going to do this, I don't know. We're going to have to.
If you're going to sell a lot of stuff on Whatnot, we don't know.
Probably some Whatnot stuff. It might just be
Whatnot.
A thing where I might really.
You can run a show like that on eBay too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try. Well, I'm most familiar with Whatnot right now. So, and I just did a show recently.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get back into it. I sold some DC toys or whatever.
Nice.
But I decided, I'm like, well, if I make a big deal and I'm like, hey, here's this big collection, and I'll do $2 starts.
Yeah.
You could probably get a lot of people that come in here and just, once I have it all cataloged or as cataloged as best as I could be like, oh yeah, I have this, I have that.
Right.
Just in terms of like just physically being able to like put it places and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
we're gonna have to.
And I also bought Jen some Catwoman action figure business stuff.
Yes, I was very excited about that. So because that's been on my list for a while. And also, You got me like a little Hot Wheels that I did not know about.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know about it either. I was just like looking through, and I'm like,
It's got a little Catwow on it.
These had like random ass like toy. Like, there's still so much like stuff. Like it's amazing sometimes when you go to like a show like this, and you'll look around and you just be like, wow, I didn't know that was even a thing. Like there's like a
yes,
like a
which is crazy considering how many of these shows we go to.
There's like a DC. There was like a thing where it was like DC. I think in the like the mid 2000s or whatever. They and Marvel did it too, where there was like they weren't like Barbies, but they were just doll-sized figures of the characters with like cloth goods and stuff like that.
Yes.
And
there's a Batman Catwoman one.
Yeah, right. So there's that. But they had one where it was like what I'd never seen before. It was Superman changing into, or Clark turning into Superman.
Oh, I didn't know.
But he's like wearing like this. It's kind of like he's changing the suit out and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that existed.
I didn't either. I've never seen that.
So I was really kind of psyched for that.
Yeah, I was asking Sean the other day, like, how do you find out, like, if you are the foremost collector of whatever?
That's a good. I don't know how to answer that.
I don't either. Like, if you're like, I collect Firestorm, I have all the Firestorm figures, all the statues, whatever. How do you figure out that you're the one who has all of it, or like the most of it?
Like, I feel like I should ask.
How do you ask?
I could ask Shag and be like, "Do you have the most Firestorm stuff?" Because
how would you know that?
But how would you know? Like, because there's somebody like I have.
Like, did you call the Guinness? Like, is it because of the Guinness book? Like, did you call them? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, seriously,
I mean, they'll do just about anything. Honestly, they just
of
stay
course
relevant.
They will. I mean, they have to. It's Guinness. But like, how do you figure that out? That you're like, I'm the, because you see that on like TV. They did like I think a Funko one. It was like the Funko before they did Pops. Mm-hmm. And there was a specific kind of toy they made before that, and I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But they like went to this guy's house, and it was like full of this stuff.
Well, and
he was like the collector.
There was one of those, I think, toys that made us where it's like a Star Wars one, and it was a guy that he might have had like the biggest Star Wars collection.
Yeah, it's like, how do you figure that out?
But it was just like rooms, just stuff everywhere. It's crazy. But I don't know. That's a good question.
I would like to know. Like,
you would like to know, and how do I defeat that person?
Well, I don't want to defeat them. I would actually just like to know who has somebody else has to have a Batcat collection. It cannot just be me. And I would just like to know what they have.
I'm curious too. I wonder who else are the prominent Batcat collectors out there.
I've Googled it. Like, it never comes up. I'm like,
you might be the one.
I can't be
You might be the one.
I cannot be the only one.
You might be the one.
They wouldn't make all this merch with the two of them on it if I was the only person who collected it. This is not just for me.
The winner is you.
Across the DC multiverse, countless worlds exist in parallel, each with its own history, its own heroes, its own destiny. I'm DC Dave, and this is Infinite Earths, a guide to the DC multiverse, a travel log and field guide to the worlds beyond the familiar. Each episode, we chart a different Earth, exploring its origins, its defining stories, and the cosmic architecture that shaped it. From the earliest multiverse experiments to the mythic forces that rewrote reality itself, every world has a place on the map. The orrery is waiting. Join me. Let's explore.
There's so much noise going on. The cats are like all excited because there's boxes, and they love boxes. But they're not.
It's like horses up there.
I know, they're going nuts. But we're not going to talk about the cats anymore or the collection, because we're going to talk about a book we had prior to you buying.
This did not come out of the box. No,
this did not come out of the box.
This is not hot out the box.
This is not hot out the box. This is the Punisher.
Yeah, it's the Punisher, number 19 from May 1989.
Babe, what if there's some Elseworlds in
there? There might be.
Oh boy.
There's definitely. I saw a few, but when I was looking through, I saw a few, but you already had them. Like
there
the Robin,
could be other ones
and
in there.
Yeah, there might be some other ones that you don't have.
Oh boy.
I know there might be some real. There were some zeros in there that I already had. Yeah,
but there might be one that you don't.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll find out.
We are doing this Punisher book.
Yes,
because there's a new Punisher
show.
It's a special. It's not a show. It's just like a one.
Oh, it's just like thing. Okay.
Yeah, where Frank Castle destroys everything, and at one point, did you see the trailer for it?
No.
It's like John Barenthal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a scene where like he's standing in this apartment and there's a gasoline comes in and it sets on fire and he's just kind of staring at it and then he gets set on fire and he just goes, ah, and he runs through the door.
All right.
Through a door.
It's like delayed reaction, or he's just maybe I will die here. And then he's like, no, I must live.
I don't know. I haven't watched any. Only stuff I know about the Punisher from the MCU is the bit that I saw on Daredevil.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't ever watch. Was there another show we didn't watch it?
That was a show. I mean, he's been in a bunch of stuff, but he hasn't been in. He's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Okay,
that's confirmed.
Okay.
So I'm assuming whatever's happening.
When's that coming out?
In July.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, Punisher, One Last Kill, I think it's called, is coming out in a few weeks from here. And so we're going to do a couple Punisher comics. And actually, where we're going to do it is we're going to do this. And then we're going to take a week off of this Punisher comics because we're going to do another final issue Blues.
Oh, man.
With Blaze, which features the Punisher in it.
Very exciting.
And I look forward to, I've already recorded that, so I'm actually looking forward to getting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we'll do another Punisher. We'll just, we'll talk a little Punisher. Because we don't really talk about Punisher on this.
It's true. We don't.
This too much, so. But anyways, yeah, Punisher, number 19, May 1989. I don't know how to pick Punisher comics. Because I never know if we're in the middle of something really intense.
I feel like this is just kind of a single.
Well, that's why I'm saying. That's why I felt like we're in a good spot here. And this is early on in the series.
Okay.
So I feel like
maybe there's a little bit more of that going on.
Yeah, we're not too deep.
That's the thing. Because I remember we were looking through when we were at LC's and I was looking through the dollar boxes just trying to be like, can I find a run of Punisher? Just like numerical, just like a couple in a row that maybe we could figure out like if a run is in here. And there are so many. It's like Batman. There's so many fucking different titles. Yeah. Of Punisher that I'm just like, I don't even know where to start.
There's so many like mini-series and
it's mini-series and,
there's
it's
the
like
War Journal and the
he's
War
in
Zone.
Space and I'm just like, what's happening? I'm like,
Apparently he's a Ghost Rider.
I guess I'm just like, there's so much going on that like I literally do not know where to start with Punisher. That's why I was just kind of hoping I could find like a chunk together and I would find like two. But again, I don't know if that's enough.
Chunk.
So it was hard.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the cover here is Frank Castle, the Punisher, on sitting on a camel.
The camel is hilarious on this book. I have to tell you, I took a picture of him because he's like the face he's making.
The camel, because Frank is shooting a shotgun.
He's wearing a cowboy hat.
No, it's not a cowboy hat. It's one of those like croc hunter hats.
Like a safari hat where like the one side is.
It's crocodile.
I'm sure there's a name for that kind of hat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's he's crocodile done dead. But yeah, he's shooting it in this camel is just like, hey.
The camel is just like, this is ridiculous.
He's like, I want to be angry too.
The fact that you roped me into this, Frank Castle, I am offended.
It's like, really?
And he should spit on him because camels spit, which is disgusting.
That's how this book should end, is for this camel spitting on Frank.
It really should, but it doesn't end that way.
No, it does not. And for a minute, I was worried that we weren't going to get like an actual like image of this cover. But it does happen. It does happen
because sometimes you're just like, why is he on a camel? And then you never find out why.
So the story is The Spider. The creative team here is Mike Barron, the writer, Larry Stroman, penciler, and Randy Emberlin inks. Mike Barron, actually, I'm surprised because I always thought he was just like an independent guy. He did this. There's this comic. It was one of those things where you'd see it in Wizard all the time. It was like Nexus or whatever. It's like this robot. I don't even know what it was about. I have no idea what it was about.
Yeah.
But that was like
his thing.
One of his things.
Well, maybe he was just like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this for a while and then I'm going to go do my independent shit.
Yeah. I mean,
because I feel like a lot of creators end up doing that.
Yeah, definitely. But we start off here with Frank. He is reminding us that his wife and child were killed.
Did you know they were dead?
I didn't know.
I didn't either.
I didn't know.
I was like, oh, shock.
But he will tell you any chance he gets.
Somebody got fridged.
Kid and wife fridged.
Ew. Put in a deep freeze.
It's a big fridge.
It's a deep freeze.
My family got big fridged.
Hey, we saw some big fridges the other day. They would have fit. Especially if that kid was little.
Frank is in some apartment.
Yeah, because he's like, I kill criminals because criminals killed my family. And so there's just like him just like killing criminals as this is going on, which is kind of great.
Right.
He's in his apartment. And he's like, I've been selling the same like kilo of heroin or coke or something to these people and then murdering them when they show up.
Yeah.
So,
which is kind of wild.
It's nuts.
What's also even crazier is
that like never got out.
No, well, here's the thing. He mentioned the guy that comes in. So this guy named Mr. Kenton shows up, and Frank's under this name Yusufan.
Sure.
This guy comes in and he's like, "Hey, I'm here to buy drugs," and he goes, "We've been dancing around with this for a week. First, we saw your ad in The Voice."
Could you do that?
I don't know. I didn't know that you could put ads that you could be like, "Hey, drugs."
I mean, you could talking around offering prostitution in The Voice, so maybe.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't know you could just be like, horse
drugs.
For you, horse for you.
It is literally number 4 at a U.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it was now, it would just be an emoji of a horse.
Yeah.
And that's just the ad. Horse number 4, U. Text Frank Castle at like
totally not at 1-800 not Punisher.
Yeah, 1-800 you're not gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
I promise.
But Frank is like, all right, well, hey man, here's your guy's like, I got money, and he's like, cool, I got the heroin, and then this fella shoots Frank in the chest, and Frank's like, well, I got Kevlar body armor, and because nobody ever will think to shoot me in the head.
They never do.
And Frank just blows this guy away.
Nice.
And then he leaves this, because I think it's just like an office or like a location where he's just having people come offer him money and then they try to kill him, so he kills them.
Right.
Or whatever.
But is he just leaving their bodies there? Or is he getting rid of them?
He might be doing something with the bodies. I mean, he's definitely pilfering it because he's like, oh, this guy only has 20.
That's right, because he like robs this guy.
Because also to keep in mind here, this in mind for the beginning, Frank is trying to save the Veterans Center.
He needs like $250,000 or something.
He needs like a bunch of money. It's like he's trying to save the orphanage.
It's literally what he's doing. This is the big concert at the end of the summer because Frank Castle needs to save like the rec center.
This is the plot of the Three Stooges NES game.
Is it really?
800% is, because the Three Stooges are like, it's like, oh, we gotta save the orphanage, and then they go around and do like, like you play all these little mini games, and like you go, like curly boxes, and then they eat soup, and then they throw pies.
Nice.
You literally eat soup in that game.
That's fun.
Yeah, and then like it's all like the things based on their little like shorts or whatever.
Yeah,
but that's literally the thing is Frank is trying to get money to save a veterans center or something.
That's
like that.
really.
Or
funny.
Is it a homeless center? A homeless shelter?
It just says vet center.
Vet center.
So I'm not really sure if it's just like housing or
just a place where
like a place they can go.
There.
Yeah, like I don't exactly know what it's doing
because the government is doing cuts so that these places are showing down, and that's what I'm just gonna lay this out here. It surprises me. It still always surprises me when people are like, and all the right wingers are like, man, Punisher, that guy had it right.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's because they didn't. I mean, he looks cool and he's killing a bunch of people, so they just assume, yeah, but he's not.
Whatever.
Punisher, and we have seen this in recent comics. Like Punisher actually like bashes a couple cops' heads together to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I don't support your mission.
It just kind of, it's like, dude, he would hate you.
Yeah.
he would be like, you throw a fucking high five and he would punch you in the fucking nerds.
That'd be really funny, actually.
I would actually love to
Punisher,
see that.
people are trying to give Punisher a high five and just punching him in the dick.
Hey, Punisher, all right, buddy. Oh!
Just anybody, that'd just be funny. I just think that's the way Punisher like reacts. Like he's just so on edge all the time. Like it doesn't matter. It could be a kid trying to give him a high five. He's just gonna punch him in the dick.
Frank is leaving this place. And the whole thing is he's like, I'm a spider. I lure them into my web. That's why it's called the spider.
Sort of.
But then he goes to his dwelling where the gun, he just has, it's just before he gets a lot of guns.
I know. He has all of the guns. They're like on the wall.
No, he just has like 2 guns.
But they're big guns.
Yeah, but he gets more guns later. Like, he gets a lot more guns.
Of course he gets more guns. I mean, you can always have more guns.
To the point where they're like...
But he doesn't have enough wall space for all those guns.
No, he does not. No, but they eventually later, because they put out like the Punisher Armory or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he just has an Uzi and like an assault rifle.
I just love him sitting there at a fucking computer.
He's a computer here.
Which is very funny. And so he's like, all right, this is where we find out he's been selling like the same kilo to numerous people. And I guess some guy is due to come over.
Okay, well, actually, I think I got it now, because he leaves this place. He goes back to his dwelling where he has
guns.
He has the guns, and then he just has 4 knives hanging on a wall.
Yeah.
They look like tiny knives, like he's like, it's like his kitchen knives.
Yeah. Maybe they're like those little tiny ones that you throw.
And then, he's talking about, he goes back to this hotel, which, by the way, there's a comic book store right by it, too, if you notice.
I did see that,
there's a comic book store by it. But the Hotel Broslin, for a second I thought it was Hotel Brolin.
I thought that, too, and then I looked, I was like, oh, Broslin, okay.
Yeah, and there's a knock at the door, and he's like, haha,
yeah, because he thinks this is the next person to die, and it's this little girl.
Yep.
And he's like, get out of here, kid. And she's like, mister, my mom is like choking.
She's choking, yeah.
Please help. And so he runs across the hall, and his mother is choking on, I don't know, a sandwich. I have no clue. So he does the Heimlich maneuver. It's very funny, this picture of him giving this woman the Heimlich maneuver. Because he's just like grabbing her, and her arms are like flying.
He's also Frank wearing his trench coat.
He's still in his trench coat. And so he gives this woman the Heimlich.
Whatever.
And he's like, hey, just, chew your food. And she drinks some water and hugs her kid, right? So Frank just goes back. And I will tell you, I really thought she was gonna be more involved.
You really?
I thought they would be perhaps fucking.
Oh, no.
There is no
Punisher, man. He can never have anything good.
The Punisher doesn't fuck. He must.
I don't know.
He must.
I don't know.
I mean, if we're gonna go by
he
that,
fucked at one point because he had a family.
Yes, but does he fuck now? I mean, like, if we're gonna go by that one that Gail Simone wrote, I think he fucks Power Girl, which good for him.
I think they have a little tryst, yeah.
Good for them.
I don't know. That's a good question. Like,
and he
I don't
holds
know.
a pink umbrella, which is very funny.
Yeah, I don't know. What the Punisher? Because even in the movies, like,
that's the thing. I'm like, are you fucking?
I think he's pretty.
I mean, I'm not saying like
I don't say he's celibate, but he's keeps it in his pants. He's not really thinking with that. He's not like Batman, who will.
I was gonna say
will find a way to trip over his own dick.
Yeah, he's also not like Daredevil, who's a humongous whore.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Huge whore.
Big hoe.
Yeah. So he's not like that, I guess. But I was like, he must fuck a little bit.
So
he goes back and do his little thing, and then the knock on the door comes, and it's this guy. And what's this guy's name?
Rock.
He's like
Roke or something. Rock.
He's like, hello, it's me. I would like those drugs, please.
And he's the Australian guy.
Yes, he's Australian.
He's like, good day, mate.
Yeah, good day. I would like the drugs, please. And so just as this is about to go down, this woman just walks back into Frank's apartment to be like, hi, I wanted to know your name because you saved me. And then, of course, this is why you can't help anybody.
Nope.
Because you never know if the person you are helping is a vigilante and you need to be killed in order for them to continue on with their journey.
Well, she doesn't need to be killed for him to continue on.
No, but I mean, that's what happens in these books. Somebody has to be murdered.
Right.
And this woman is murdered.
Yeah, because she wants to.
So this is why you can't, don't say thank you, just put a card under his door. Like, if somebody saves you from choking, maybe, I don't know, buy him a gift card to the coffee shop on the corner and just shove it under the door. Don't go in because you never know, you may get murdered.
Yeah, exactly.
This is very important.
This woman gets murdered.
Yeah.
Because she's
so much for the dirter.
Rock is like, well, she sees me here doing something, and not that she knows what I'm doing, but she sees me doing it.
She saw our faces.
We're getting a lot of Australian words here that I don't.
She saw our faces, so obviously she has to die. And Frank's like, look, she lives across the hall. I don't even know this woman.
She was choking.
I just kind of helped her, and this guy's like, fuck that. And so he grabs her hostage. He shoots Frank, like skims his cheek.
He actually turns into Thomas Hayden Church for a second in this panel.
Yeah, he does. And then so Frank falls, and then you just hear blam, and that is the woman dying.
Because Frank's like, hey, the deal, what about the deal? And he's like, fuck the deal. And I think he actually might recognize Frank as being Punisher or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frank's like, okay, well, I got away, but the girl was taken into protective custody or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my research on this fella. He's linked to a supplier in Sydney because he's Australian, of course.
Yeah.
So he's in Australia and he's selling like a designer drug or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, okay, so this guy's got a rap sheet, suspected of complicity in 11 murders,
Nice.
U.S. citizen by marriage, young bride tragically eaten by croc on honeymoon.
That was hilariously funny because I took a picture of that too, and I was just like, you can't really believe that is what actually happened to his bride, because a lot of these guys murder their wives
Right.
on the honeymoon. Like, they push them over a cruise ship. They do the Alpine divorce, which
Yes.
is where you go hiking and just leave somebody there and hope that the mountain takes care of it.
Isn't that what Michael tried to do on
Yes, he did. He tried to do that to Sydney.
Sydney on
Yes.
on Melrose Place?
He tried to give her the Alpine divorce.
Yeah, but then and also Australian Chris was probably close to doing that too.
1,000%. Mm-hmm,
This guy might be Australian Chris.
He might be. He might actually be. We don't know.
Frank gets the down low on where this guy is, and he's living in some place called Cooterman's Creek.
Yeah.
Used to be an opal mine, so it's in the middle of nowhere.
Apparently this guy, like, it's very hot.
It's very hot there, but he also believes there's opal, so that's why he kind of.
And apparently, like, hanging out in this heat has kind of driven him crazy.
He meets up with his buddy Microchip.
Oh, that's right. He's got to hang out with Microchip first.
Yeah, Microchip, his
to be like, hi, Microchip,
his tech guy.
give me information and technology.
You mentioned something about he was a smooth operator that had the poor tourist suckered the moment she set foot down under. So like he married her here, and then was like, as soon as she got out, got in the Australia, he was like, "Oi, let's go see a croc." And she's like,
and then
okay, and then he just pushes her into like.
He was like,
the whole. I imagine she's just
like,
pushing the whole thing.
Have you ever seen Steve Irwin? You know how he's like hangs out with crocodiles and like tries to touch them? You should do the same thing. Crocs are really friendly. You can pet them.
They're basically like modern day dinosaurs. You could pet them.
They're really nice, actually. They get a really bad rap.
Have you seen was it the Wally Gator or whatever? Yeah. Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And so Frank, whatever lead he gets, he goes and he dresses up like the Question.
Yeah.
And he goes in the Lower East Side.
Uh-huh.
And he puts on a pair of brass knucks. And he finds a dude that is apparently in the scene, the smack scene.
Yes.
And he backhands this guy.
It's very funny.
He's like, tell me where this Australian guy is.
Like, literally, just this guy goes flying.
Yeah. And then he goes to an alley where you see a shadow of a cat.
Yeah, because they're also on the wall, somebody just wrote bad.
Bad. Is it bad as in bad as bad or bad as good?
Or bad as in Michael Jackson's album?
Well, it was around this time. Yeah, this album came out, so he was probably like...
wasn't that what the cover looked like?
Yeah.
So maybe that was just like a shout out. Somebody's like, I love that album.
Yeah. Frank's about to shoot this guy, but this guy's just like, oh, I'll tell you, he's in Australia. So, and he's like, okay. And this is where we learn about the vet's house, which provides counseling for Vietnam veterans, will close its doors in 1 month if it can come up with $250,000.
Yeah, so that's what Frank is trying to do. He's trying to basically take the money from these crooks and murder them, and then he's going to give the money to this house.
Right. And so Frank flies to Australia.
And this is the weirdest, is wherever the hell
to King's Cross.
Is that where it is?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like a very famous part of Sydney.
Maybe.
I
know King's Cross in London, but I don't know about anything about Sydney, so.
Yeah.
This is like
where the sleaziness goes.
This is the den of depravity. Like, this is like, you know that Justice League Unlimited Christmas episode where they like go to that weird planet and it's just full of like fucking mutants and monsters.
Also Swamp Thing for some reason.
That's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
These people are just like, I don't even know what's happening.
Just a lot of lewdly dressed women and rough looking people.
Oh yeah.
Frank meets up with his connection here. Well, real quick, I just noticed this because he's looking at in like I assume it's like a.
I'm assuming it's some sort of like sex shop, maybe.
Yeah, he's just
because it's hard to tell on the window, but I'm getting the feeling there's like a cat of nine tails there.
Well, there's just like
a whip.
There's these posters, and there's one that just says flesh.
Yeah.
One that says punish.
Yep.
Another one says sniff and scratch.
I saw that one too, but I was trying to figure out exactly what was here.
And
but
it's $69, by the way.
Yes, but I was like, oh, so this must be like, you know, one of those places. I don't know if it's like you can go in and like watch girls dance type of place, or like maybe it's got like
flesh.
Yeah, it's like arcade in quotes where it's like
I hate when they call things arcades and there's no video games.
Well, there's definitely some sort of game, but it's not a video game. I mean, you could go and try to put your dick in the hole and see what happens.
Oh no!
When you do that,
it's a reverse whack-a-mole.
Well, something might happen on the other side when you do this. So we never know.
So Frank meets up with this guy named Laird, and did you catch the reference here?
No.
Eastman and Laird, those are the guys that created the Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
okay. Frank is
okay.
under the name Eastman, and so he's talking to this fella. This dude's got the gun. He's got guns for Frank, and then he's like, all right. Actually, I don't know what this is. He says Frank needs coke, smack, women, or gilgnite.
I don't know. That could be some weird Australian drug.
Yeah, I know. I meant to look it up, and I didn't get a chance to, but I was like, Vegemite?
Yeah, maybe you ask it. Do you also want some Vegemite?
Would you like a Vegemite sandwich?
Yeah, I mean, you could take the Vegemite, you could put it on your dick, and then you could put your dick through the hole and see what happens.
You know what? That doesn't sound like a good thing for anybody.
No, it sounds disgusting.
I guess it's maybe good in like small doses.
That is what I've heard, because I've heard if you put way too much of it, it's disgusting.
It's super salty.
But if you get like a piece of toast with butter and then you put just a little thin layer on it, it's supposed to be very good. But again, it doesn't sound very good.
But to have a Vegemite sandwich entirely is quite intense.
Gross.
But Frank is like, hey, where can you find Spider Rock? Because I guess this guy's name's also Spider.
Yeah.
Spider Rock. I was just say Rock.
Yeah.
Because I keep saying Rock, and so I feel like an ass.
Well, it's spelled very oddly.
Well, it's Roqee.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like I should be saying it in a way.
Like, yeah.
Like Rock.
Yeah,
But I'll say Rock. This guy's like, oi, that guy's a nasty customer.
Yeah, he's like, here, I'm going to give you some money. Is this enough to tell you about this? He's like, well, that guy's a nasty customer. And Frank's like, well, how about this much money?
How about more money?
And the guy's like, I love more money.
And this is where he gets the idea about this guy being out in the opal mine.
Yeah, because apparently they're out in, I'm assuming the outback-ish area, because it's such a big, huge swath of Australia, like they're in the center.
Well, I do like, because this guy's like, oh, that guy's crazy, and he's
because he's been out there and it's been too hot.
And
he's like, it's not going to be good for you because it's too hot.
You're going to be out there and you're going to stand out like a cocky on white bread.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up later.
I
got so much slang I have to look up.
Are you putting your dick on the bread? Is that a cocky on white bread?
You know what?
Again, is that what you put the Vegemite on? I don't know how this works. Is a cocky like a lump of Vegemite?
Ooh,
I am not Australian, so I apologize if we have any Australian listeners. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We don't know. We normally don't know what we're talking about.
No, we never do. And I'm just, I'm making things up.
But Frank, this guy's telling Frank this stuff, and this guy, Frank just goes, "Oh, great, you talked me out of it." And but you see him flying.
Of course,
in a plane.
he didn't talk about it. So he gets in this plane and he goes to this place, and he's like, "I would like this camel, please, because I'm gonna go look for opals." And he's like, "Man, it is so hot. Like, don't go out there." And he's like, "Well, you can hold my plane. I'll take your camel as like collateral." And so the guy's like, yeah, whatever. And so Frank gets on the camel at night.
I like how Frank is dressed there. He looks very stylish.
Yeah. And he's like,
Frank, when he wants to put on to turn on the drip, he knows how to do it.
This is what I'm saying. Like, does Punisher fuck? Like,
I mean,
he's got some.
He's in good shape.
He's in good shape.
It's a good lot of. He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, he sure is. he's
a
dedicated.
self-starter.
He's a self-starter. He's passionate about
his work.
Something. He's like, I trashed the radio in the plane, and I trashed this dude's radio, so he can't like tell anybody I'm coming.
Yeah.
So this is when.
Wait, so this guy was like getting his camel ready for just like
he literally said he trashed his
going like
thing.
What's his face Val Kilmer and Island Dr. Moreau, like just doing stuff to the radio.
Probably less drugs.
Yeah, 100% less drugs. It's like 2 days. He's sitting there and he's getting close to where he's got to go. He's reading a book on natural history of the Mediterranean.
Yeah. So he's like, oh no, is this a crab?
It looks like a crab, but I'm assuming it's a scorpion of some sort.
So like everything becomes a crab at some point, I think. Isn't that, what is it called? There's a word for it.
Okay.
We're like carceration or something like lobsters will start out as lobsters, but as they evolve, eventually they become crabs.
Oh, okay.
Apparently this happens a lot. So it's like everything becomes a crab, and it was like a meme for a while, but I guess there is like an actual thing where it's like a pure, like they're actual crabs or like fake crabs, but everything looks like a crab.
Yo, you're just a fake crab.
Yeah. So, but it looks like there's this fucking sand crab sitting on the Punisher's leg, and he smashes it with this book, which is disgusting.
Yeah, he does
because everything in Australia can kill you.
He doesn't like bugs.
Yeah, I mean, so I have heard if we ever go to Australia, which I doubt we will ever go, anything blue, don't touch it.
Oh, blue.
Yes, if it's blue, do not touch it because they have these really pretty, like, it's almost like a sea slug, but they're really beautiful.
I'm not touching a slug in it.
No, I know, but you don't realize that that's what it is. Like, you'll see it, and it looks kind of like a really pretty, ethereal little animal. And it's a sea slug that only feeds on poisonous jellyfish, and it can kill you, but it's blue. It has, like, blue fins. It's gorgeous, but don't touch it. So if we ever go to Australia, don't touch anything blue.
Okay.
This is what they say.
Noted.
Yeah.
Frank.
No problem.
Frank's doing some recon here outside of this bait, wherever this guy's base is. And he mentions something about a dog, which we don't see.
Yes.
And Frank's like, gotta get rid of the dog.
We never see the dog.
We never see the dog, which thankfully, because here's the thing, Frank will end a dog.
That's not good.
No, because I've read some other some recent Punisher stuff.
I'm like, can't you just make the dog go to sleep? Like, give him some sleeping pills and a steak or something?
Just give him some sausages.
Yeah, just put some sleeping pills in it and he'll go to bed.
I imagined Frank being like Homer, was like, these sausages will give you energy to get away from this dog. No, but thankfully we don't see that, but we cut inside here to.
This is so funny because one of these guys looks like Gary Oldman from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yes, he does actually.
He absolutely does. And then
Commissioner Gordon.
He's Commissioner Gordon, played by Gary Oldman. And also on the walls, the posters, one is just a koala head. It's just a koala face.
It's just bare lines.
The other one is the continent of Australia with a silhouette of a kangaroo.
What is the point of this place in general? Like, why is it Why is it just like these guys are hiding out here? It's like, you know what would be great?
Apparently,
the most Australian posters ever.
I think they're working with this guy.
Well, they are working with this guy, but are they just?
This is the middle of nowhere. Like, why don't they have porn or whatever the fuck you find in those weird garages where there's only men?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, why is it? It looks like some weird tourist office.
It does.
Staffed by Gary Oldman.
These two guys are chatting about how they're going to double cross this rock guy.
Yeah. They're like, this guy's crazy.
This guy's crazy. We should double cross him.
Because apparently he really does believe there's opals out here.
He does, yeah. And then he does make a mention of, one of the guys makes a mention, is like, poor sod's going on about a bloody man in black. And I'm sure it ain't Johnny Cash.
Which is great. I love a great Johnny Cash reference.
Yeah, and this is when Frank barks up at the door, but I do kind of wish it was Johnny Cash.
So that's exactly what I was thinking. And I was like,
hi, I'm Johnny Cash.
Exactly, hi, I'm Johnny Cash. And then do, and then he just hits the guy with a guitar.
I would love to see Johnny Cash hit somebody with a guitar.
I would love to see that happen.
That has to have happened at some point in his career.
It has to have happened.
Multiple times when he was performing, and he was just like, he's like, fuck this, and he just hits somebody with a guitar.
I assume so. I mean, I would actually like to see like Frank Castle like remake Man in Black. And it's kind of like you wonder why I always kill criminals or like whatever. Like he has like a whole.
You want Frank to cut an album?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I would like that a lot.
So Frank's like, hey, where's your boss? And he's like, oi, behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank karate kicks this guy in the stomach.
Yep.
And then Frank like wastes this. So I don't know what happens. He gets outside, or another guy's outside.
Sure.
And he just wastes this guy, the blonde guy that's
not Gary Oldman.
Not Gary. Gary Oldman. Oh, what happened? Gary Oldman gets shot somewhere else here.
I don't really understand like the.
No. Actually, no. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't really understand like the spatial relationships of where we are, because it's like. It seems like we're outside.
We were inside, and then
and then we're outside, and I'm a little bit that I kind of get lost there.
Yeah, he gets lost here because it looks like we're outside, but then we're inside, and
yeah,
Frank jumps like down outside, like off like an embankment, and this is what happens to Gary Oldman.
Yeah,
Rock is like, oh, you're going to double cross me. He's like, oi, no, I wasn't, and then he gets shot anyways.
Yeah.
Somehow Frank has gotten onto top of the building, on top of this hut,
sure,
or this station.
Yeah,
and he's about to do a jumping stab onto this guy,
which is always fun. Then he does have a great knife here.
Frank's got a great knife, but because we're in Australia,
and because it's about that time,
it's we were just a year past the
Dundee Fever.
The Crocodile Dundee 2, I think, was already out.
Yeah. Is that the one where that woman's running barefoot through New York, or is that the first one?
That's the first one.
Oh, it's so gross. That was the worst part of that whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
The ending is dumb. I had seen that when I was very young, probably like everybody else saw it when I was young. I didn't remember any of the whole like ending in the city, and I didn't think he went to the city until the second one.
No, I always get those mixed up because in the second one they go back to Australia.
Okay, yeah, I always get that confused.
But no, they go. Yeah, he goes. We see him back in Australia.
Yeah,
and they're doing stuff there.
Yeah, and I always get confused.
But this Frank's got his knife, and this guy's like, "You call that a knife? There's a knife."
I saw that movie. I would think that any real Australian would not quote that line.
No, I don't think they. I think
that's for Americans being assholes.
Yeah.
That's not for actual Australian people, because they're like, "Don't. We're not going to say it.
Yeah,
we're not going to say the word."
So Frank, I don't know why he throws a ninja star at this guy's knife, because it doesn't do anything.
No, and then is this where Frank like steps wrong?
Well, almost here, because he said something about in the village. The Rock is like in the village. The survivors took up a collection, took out a bloody contract on my head. Don't come the raw prawn, mate. I don't know what that means. I don't know either.
I read that a couple times and I was like,
it's like raw prawn.
I'm going to assume that's some sort of Australian slang. I do not understand.
He's like, you're their bloody punisher. How much do they pay you? And Frank's like, oh, they pay me $100,000.
Yeah.
But then this is when Frank falls down a shaft or something.
Yeah, he like steps backwards and just like falls into this like empty mine shaft or whatever. And the guy's like, haha, you're going to have to stay down there. Fuck off. And Frank's like, no, don't leave me down here.
He's like, hey, they paid me. The village paid me.
I already have it. They
gave me half of it, but they gave me an opal worth $50,000.
Because this guy's like obsessed with opals. And he's like, we'll throw it up here. He's like, well, you got to get me out. He's like, no, you have to. The only deal you're going to get is you're going to throw that up here and then I'll get you out. So Frank throws this, I don't know, it's like a tube.
It's like a tube with an opal in it. It's supposed to be an opal.
Supposed to be an opal. So he throws it up and the guy's like, haha. And he opens it and it's a spider that bites this guy and he dies.
Yeah. Frank comes out and this guy uses a slur.
Oh, yes, he does.
And he calls
he calls that woman who died a slur name for Asian people. And then he just dies.
He dies, and Frank finds, I guess, a bunch of money that this guy had.
Like under a desk or something.
Yeah, and then this is when Frank puts his hat on.
I always love this in comic books, and we saw this in Superman did it too. When the hero of the book is just wearing their costume, and then they just put a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, right.
It is
I forgot about that.
One of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen, and I love it so much.
Frank's back in Jersey now because that's where Microchip is. And Microchip's like, hey, so you have the money to save the orphanage or the vet center. So what are we gonna do? And he's like, forget the vets. I want you to find this girl.
This is odd.
I don't know how Microchip's supposed to do any of this.
Yeah, because he's like, well, you'll figure it out with money. But also like, okay, but the whole point of you doing this is to save this center where veterans go for a lot of services. But now you're just like, fuck it, I'm only going to help this kid?
That's what he feels like doing.
But
so the vets are
can't
screwed.
you do both?
Don't know. I don't know what I guess the money, the money is the language that's going to get things moving.
Well, go kill a couple more criminals, man.
But I don't know. I'm surprised with this because I was kind of like,
it's a very odd ending.
Yeah, it's a weird way for, I don't know. I was kind of like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's odd because it's like, he's been doing this whole thing, the whole
I get why he feels this way about helping this girl.
I understand it too, but I also don't understand why he would be like, well, fuck the veterans now. Yeah. Because that doesn't make any sense.
But he's like, look, she's probably caught inside the juvenile justice system. Find her and get her into a home.
Yeah.
Microchip's like, oh, geez, that's like, why don't you ask me for something easy like President Reagan's Little Black Book? I was like, I don't know, man. You might want to check with Nancy. She might have.
She's got a lot of contacts.
She's got some contacts.
Goat.
The throat goat.
Throat goat.
And and Frank's just like, all right, money.
Yeah,
that's
money.
That's the last. He goes. He's like, how you gonna do it, Frank? He's like, money.
The end.
So, yeah, that's how this ends. But we have the letters page. Punishing males.
Oh boy.
Not a good title.
Oh, maybe that's what the name of that store was.
Punishing male. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a leather daddy store.
It sure is.
It's the place, what's his name? Rob Halford would go to buy his clothes.
Yeah, Rob Halford taking a trip to
Punishing
Australia,
males.
to punishing males. Punishing males. Punishing males. The first thing that there's here is this box. And it says, "Ock, contest killed by true facts."
What?
Did you read this? We recently asked you, the readers, to write in your suggestions for an actor to play the role of the Punisher in a then hypothetical movie.
Oh, okay. So this is when the movie finally got announced.
Then you all did, but then as we were getting this going, New World announced that they're doing the Punisher movie starring Dolph Lundgren, which I've never seen.
I have never seen that either.
But I do want to see it. I've heard it's quite violent.
Nice.
I've heard it's definitely.
I mean, it would have to be.
I feel like it's definitely forgotten.
Yes. Well, there's a really shitty picture of him.
Oh yeah, we get like a picture here. It's horror. It's black and white. It's just.
It's black and white, and it's just printed terribly, and it's just basically a black blob. But
they mentioned here about some of the people that people suggest they wrote in names, and of course Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Followed closely by Sylvester Stallone.
Yep, that'd be the other one I'd pick. And
then third was Dolph Lundgren.
Oh yeah.
So they got that, but then other choices were surprisingly the fourth most popular choice was Ronald Reagan.
That's a joke. That old, decrepit man. What year is this? 89?
89.
Okay, so he's just out of the White House.
He's just getting on his way out.
Well, he's out, but also at this point, he was so had dementia and shit so badly that basically Nancy had been running the country for 3 years.
Yeah.
And instead of putting him in front of a camera like we do now, they actually hid the fact that he was decrepit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Things were done differently back then.
Sure were. Other choices included Steven Seagal.
I could see that, but also that would be so terrible.
Chuck Norris.
What weird hat would he be wearing? I feel like Steven Seagal's always wearing a weird hat.
Well, he has to because he's just got weird hair. He's just a weird guy. But also Chuck Norris, which I'm like, Chuck Norris in a dye job would be really interesting.
That would be really funny.
But I feel like
would he be wearing jeans the whole time?
He probably wouldn't do the dye job. He'd be like, "I'm Chuck Norris and I'm the Punisher."
Yeah, right.
Kick.
Yeah.
And somebody just wrote in Pee Wee Herman as a rib.
That's funny.
Which I think is funny. And but that's it for the book and for the letters page. And next issue, Las Vegas Nights. So we're doing a little traveling here. I'm actually so looking forward to see what's going to happen in Vegas, man. Might be I have a feeling it might be trashy because if the Punisher gets involved with some stuff, man. I kind of like that. I kind of feel like I chose. At least so far, I chose well.
Yeah.
But again, I always worry about the Punisher books because I'm afraid he's going to harm an animal.
Yeah.
A violent animal that's attacking him.
Yes.
But nonetheless, it's an animal.
Yeah.
And I get worried about that because as soon as you mentioned about there's a dog there, and I'm like, oh god, they're going to show it, aren't they? Him just. I mean, not really showing him like the dog exploding into pieces.
I would hope not.
But it's usually it's like off screen. He's like,
Yeah.
But no. Thankfully, we did not see that.
Yeah.
But that's going to do for this week's episode. Thanks for listening. You can find us on Instagram, socials, wherever, at Angry Hero Sean, at Jen Stansfield, and also email the show at worstcollectionever@gmail.com and rate and review the podcast anywhere you get it. And to reiterate, I bought $1,300 worth of comics today, and I'm going to be coping with that for quite some time.
Oh my god!
So
I'm staring at the boxes right now.
I kind of wish they would go away.
We got to go through them first.
I know. I was telling Jen, I literally was driving home, and I was like, "Am I gonna wake up from a dream and just be like, babe, I just bought $1,300 worth of comics? Oh god!" It's like, babe, it's okay. You didn't.
No, you didn't. It's okay. It's just a dream. It was just a dream. It was not a dream.
No, it's not.
We have $1,300 worth of comics sitting in our living room. Jesus Christ. Well, we gotta go open some boxes, I guess.
Sure do. All right, folks. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you again next time.
Bye.